This is the all-new Kia EV4, and this is the first non-SUV C-segment car from Kia. And it's actually the longest range Kia ever sold. And let's be honest, it's ugly. And don't even get me started on this. We tried to make it prettier. No, mascara's done nothing to this car. So today, we are in the Costa del Sol to drive it and try and judge it by its personality. So, subscribe. Let's go. So, the Kia EV4 hatchback and a saloon, or a fastback, as Kia calls it. In this video, I'm going to focus on the hatch, as it will be the biggest seller in the UK. So size-wise, you're going to compare it to the likes of the Cupra Born, the ID3, the MG4, Peugeot 308, the upcoming Leapmotor B05, that kind of size. So this is the entry-level trim. So with that, you've got like the matte black cladding around the wheels, and then you've got 17-inch alloys. If you go for the GT line, then you'll get a bit more styling on the outside. This will be shiny. And then you've got 19-inch diamond cut alloys. Very nice. The hatch has a tidy, upright tail with a deep rear spoiler for aero efficiency. It's neat, it's compact, it's proper hatchback vibes. The fastback though, yeah, I'm not a fan. From some angles it just looks a bit stretched and a bit awkward, like it can't quite decide if it wants to be sporty or sensible. And interestingly, that rear end adds 30 centimetres to the length of the hatchback. It's actually even longer than the EV6, which might confuse a few people when they see them side by side. Honestly, I think the hatch wears this design much better. Oh, by the way, neither of these have a frunk, just so you know. 435 litres with a more practical boot hatchback opening, 490 litres with a more tricky saloon opening. So technically more practical, but bigger and more ugly. But hey, you don't sit outside staring at the back of your own car, do you? What really matters is what's on the inside. So let's jump in and see if Kia's done a better job there. Right, interior-wise, it's a Kia. So it's pretty blooming good. I mean, even if you're going for the basic trim, it's still very nice in here. I mean, the materials are obviously very different compared to what you're going to get in the GT line, but materials in here still very nice. Now, in the version that we've got here, you've got a two-prong steering wheel. If you go for the GT line, then you get an extra prong down there, so you've got three. Treat yourself to an extra one. Screen-wise, 12.3, 5.3, 12.3, 12.3. Brilliant, brilliant. Optional, can't see it. I can't see it. The steering wheel was just there, and I can't see this. That's where your climate stuff is. Can't see it. You have to kind of do that to kind of see what's going on. But I'll be honest with you, 9 times out of 10, you're just going to fiddle down here, aren't you? You're just going to fiddle and turn things up and down by using the little flappy paddles to change your fans. But if you want to sort of clear your windscreen and things, you have to do a bit of that and see what's going on there. All in here is fantastic. Now, you have got a lot going on in this screen now. This is a whole new thing that's been added in for the EV4. So you've got like a whole entertainment package that you can subscribe to. So they have a thing called relax mode and theatre mode. So while you're charging up your car, you can sign up to subscriptions and all of the things, and you can get like Netflix on here, Disney on here, and then it will set your seat to the very comfortable standard, and it will turn down the lighting and have nice interior lighting. So while you're charging your car, you can be all relaxed while watching a good Netflix documentary. I like a bit of true crime. And this all works really well. It always has in a Kia and always will. This is what I think they're very, very good at. It's all straightforward, so easy to use. Allow me to show you some shortcuts that will be very important to you. If you're annoyed by bing bongs, this button here is your friend. This is your mute button. If you hold it down, like that, then it will turn off your speed limit warning and it will stop bing bonging at you. It's an important one. Also, this button here, the star. Now this can be completely customized to what you want to turn off every time you press it. To chop and change it, press it a couple of times and it should come up. There we go. So now I can customize this to whatever I want. Easy, done, simple. Your drive modes, this button here, of which you've got Sport, My Drive, that's when you can kind of personalize everything. Snow mode for when it's snowing. eco mode, which obviously looks after your battery, and normal mode. I don't know if you spotted while I've been doing this, but as I've been changing it, the ambient lighting kind of does funky things. It also does funky things while you're talking to the car or while you're listening to music. You can kind of set that to have a party dance with you, which I think is quite nice. We don't have a panny roof in this one, but you can get an optional panny roof. But practicality-wise, it's very spacious in here. I mean, you've got a little bit of storage in there, bit of storage in there, loads of storage underneath here, couple of cup holders there. You press the party button, boom, holds your cups in place. Lovely. Wireless charging in there. It's perfectly lovely in here. One of the most impressive things that I think Kia announced while we were on this launch is the new app. So now everything within Kia is now all placed in one beautiful, very easy to use app. Now within this, you can use the remote parking assist for the first time ever within the app, which you usually would do on the key. But no, that's all built within the app now. You can set your journey and then send that to the car and it can prep where you want to charge, etc. Also built within the car for the first time, you have Google Places. Oh, and it has the same AI assistant that it's got in the EV3. Well. Genuinely surprised at this. This is really spacious back here. That is set up for my driving position. I'm 5'6.5", 169 centimetres. You are welcome. Look at that. Look at this. I could practice my tap dancing in here. I'm not a very good dancer, but this is so spacious. And even though we don't have a panny roof, it feels quite nice and bright back here. I mean, we've got some tiny little diddy windows back here, but it feels very lovely back here. No complaints from me. We got going on in here. Couple of cup holders. Treat yourself. Rear heated seats as well. Treat yourself. This is very nice. But what about the fastback version? I hear you ask. Ta-da! I mean, that is set up for Manos's driving position. He is 6'2", but there's still plenty of space back here. It's still very, very similar. I mean, the tiny little windows are ever so slightly bigger, and I'll be honest, headroom is eating in a little bit. Not horrendously, but a little bit. If you're not in the market for a new car right now, we can help you out to find a brilliant deal on a used EV. So the listings at electrifying.com have loads of different models with handy info like battery warranties. You can see all of the listings by scanning this QR code on the screen. So hey, if you're watching on your smart TV or your tablet, you can carry on watching and you can scroll for our listings on your phone at the same time. Now, Ginny has already done a full detailed walk around of this car, so if you do want to go and see that, then go ahead. But today, we're here to take it for a drive. Right, first things first, this thing is really lovely to drive. I can't knock it. Can't knock it. It is so quiet. It's silent. It is smooth. It's got a really nice low centre of gravity. So just like you throw it around a corner, not that I'm necessarily throwing it, but put it around a corner and there's just minimal body roll. It's very good. It's good. Yeah. I mean, in terms of power, now in this Air version that we've got here, the entry level, we've got a 81.4 kilowatt hour battery, so the longer range version. And this has 201 horsepower. Actually, every version has 201 horsepower. So the smaller battery version will do 0 to 62 in 7.4 seconds. This one, and the same in the fastback, will do it in 7.7. That's all you need. You don't need any more than that, do you? You really don't. And in terms of range, this is the best version that you can buy. So the Air version that we have here will do 388 miles WLTP, which is the best that Kia has ever offered. That's the most amount of miles that Kia has ever thrown out. Smashed it. If you go for the GT line or the GT Line S, by the way, then those numbers go down a little bit. It's the same with the fastback. It's like 380, something like that. So you just lose a few from, I guess, having a few more bits on board and a little bit more weight to the car. But I think this is the sweet spot. The Air trim, long range, this is your happy place. In terms of pricing, I mean, this is probably your happy place as well. Stick to the hatchback if you can. So if you go for the entry-level trim and you go for the smaller battery, then it's £34,695. The version that we've got here with the bigger battery is £37,695. If you go for the hatchback version, but full top spec GT Line S with bigger battery, it's like £43,895 or something. So it becomes quite expensive. The FASTBACK doesn't have the smaller battery option, so that price starts at over £40,000. Which is quite pricey, isn't it? And then if you go with that, with all the bells and whistles, it's like 45 grand or something, which is a lot of money. But it's very good. You do have one pedal driving, by the way, so you've got the flappy paddles here behind the steering wheel. So if I flappity flap 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 flapperoonie all the way to the right, then I'm just coasting while I'm lifting off the accelerator. If I flap 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 to the left, it goes on to level 3, so it just makes it really strong and will bring it down to a creep. If you want full one pedal driving, then hold down the flap on the left, you turn on the I pedal, you'll come down to a complete stop. Lovely stuff. Nice and easy. Beautiful. Oh, I like it, I do. It's just a shame it's so ugly. I'm driving around feeling like I'm having a lovely time, but also feeling like people are judging how I'm looking while I'm driving it. Do you know what I mean? It all depends on how self-conscious you are about how you look, I guess. I mean, in terms of sort of size and a family car, an EV3 would still tick that box for you, I think, and that's a much better looking car than this. EV6, again, much better looking car, just a little bit more expensive. Here's the thing, right? EV6, EV9, EV3, all really good looking cars. So I don't know what happened with this one. This one just fell out the ugly tree. Hit all the branches, didn't it? It's got a face only a mother could love, so they say. We are living in the future with this car. Yes, there is a digital key which you can access from your phone on the Kia app, and you can share your key with 15 people. 15! I don't even know 15 people that I would let touch my car. Don't touch my car. Do you know what's interesting, actually? Driving this compared to driving the Kia EV3, it feels very similar in terms of the ride height, but technically this isn't an SUV and the Kia EV3 is. This is 4 centimetres lower in terms of ride height compared to the EV3. It's 4 centimetres, about that, isn't it? Something like that. So, what's 4 centimetres between friends? Now, on the press pack that we got, I was trying to figure out the charging speed, but how they worded it was quite interesting. So on the press pack, it said if you plug it into a 350 kilowatt charger, it can go from 10 to 80% in 31 minutes, which makes it look like it's got 350 kilowatt rapid charging. It doesn't. It does have 400 volt architecture, but the actual charging speed, this is after a conversation with Kia, is a maximum of 127 kilowatts, but that has to be plugged into an at least 150 kilowatt charger. So sneaky wording there, I think, from Kia. You've also got 11 kilowatt AC charging, by the way. Not 22, if you can charge a little bit faster at work or in a supermarket. Can't do that. Just 11 AC. Now, as is tradition, the biggest perk of owning a Kia is the warranty. 7 years, 100,000 miles, and it can pass on from owner to owner. It's just so blooming good. Now, if this was down to me, I think I would pick an EV3. And I understand that's an SUV, and that I'm rhyming all of my words right now. But I just think it's a much better looking car. And look, what's 4 centimetres? It's much of a muchness, isn't it? I'm just not a fan of how it looks. It drives beautifully. I'm just not a fan of how it looks. I understand that looks of a car are each to their own. You might be a fan of this, and if you are, then good for you. You might be a fan of that, and if you are, I'm judging you. That's a no from me. But let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I think I'm just gonna walk home.